Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, I will be showing you my top 10 fragrances for life. If you want to see what they are, then keep watching. Before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and activate that notification bell. Without further ado, let's dive right in. It was really hard for me to decide on my top 10 fragrances for life. I had to reach deep into my soul and my olfactory senses to choose the top 10. I kept going back and forth, and it was really hard because I have so many more in my collection that I absolutely love. Some of these fragrances have been in my top 10 for life and some are new. These are in no particular order. I'm going to start this off with the Muse EDP. I love the EDP version. Look at the dent. This one is really tough to find, and I really hope they bring this back because this has been such a staple in my collection. This smells like chocolate Nutella spread with patchouli. It's equal parts patchouli and equal parts chocolate hazelnut. It smells so delicious. It's one I love wearing in the cold weather. It comforts me, and this just smells so delicious to me. I know this one is polarizing and not everyone likes the patchouli in here. I'm really finicky when it comes to patchouli, but this just works for me. Angel Muse by Mugler. The next one I have is Terracotta Le Parfum by Bodrum. And this is so special to me, not only because of the way that it smells, but also because this was gifted to me by my friend Frances of Happiness Sparkles. I'm going to put a link to her channel down below. She's a dear friend of mine, and she gifted this to me a while back, and I cherish this fragrance so much. This is summer in the bottle. This has notes of tiare flower, there's ylang ylang, there's jasmine, there's coconut, orange blossom, vanilla, and musk. It's a bit powdery, and this one takes me back to the 90s. It gives me that 90s vibe. It's a little bit vintage smelling, which I absolutely adore. I feel like this is such a classy take on a summer fragrance. It doesn't smell sunscreeny, it's elevated, and it's just pure joy. I will sometimes use this in the winter, and it transports me to tropical places. Again, this is Terracotta Le Parfum by Guerlain. This next fragrance has been in my top 10 for life for a few years now, and this is Dior Addict. This has notes of blackberry. There's tons of vanilla. There's white florals, tonka bean. It has a creamy sandalwood. This is a heady, voluptuous vanilla. It's very feminine, bold, sophisticated. It smells a little powdery yet creamy, and it's timeless. This is such a staple in my collection. I love wearing this in cold weather, especially when I'm going out into the cold. I never want to be without this, and this will remain in my collection for as long as it's available because I absolutely love this scent. Again, this is Dior Addict by Dior. The next fragrance I have is Coco Mademoiselle Intense by Chanel. This is a beautiful citrus floral with a heavy dose of vanilla. They really amped up the vanilla in the Intense flanker. This also has a patchouli note, which is prominent. The vanilla sweetens this up a bit. This is very bright from the citruses. It's a bit aldehydic. It definitely has that Chanel DNA. It's very wearable. It smells modern. It smells chic. And I think this makes a great signature scent. This is a staple in my collection, and I always want to have this one in my collection. This is just beautiful. This is Coco Mademoiselle Intense by Chanel. The next fragrance I have is Girl of Now by Elie Saab, and this is the original. I absolutely love the heavy dose of almonds, pistachios. There's orange blossom. This is sweet, it's sticky, it's syrupy. There's also almond milk, tonka bean, which amps up the almond. This also has a fruity note of pear, and it's a fruity, nutty, syrupy, and sweet fragrance. I adore this one, especially in the cold. I've been wearing this one so much. You could see I put a dent into this. This makes me feel very warm and comforted and grounded. Love this fragrance, Girl of Now by Elie Saab. This next fragrance is a new one to my collection. I'm talking about Dulce Diablo by Narcotica. Before I purchased this one, Chocolate Greedy by Mademoiselle was my go-to chocolate scent, but this quickly replaced it because as soon as I smelled this, I was head over heels. I was smitten. This has apricot, there's rum, there's cognac, there's chocolate. It's so mouth-watering, so delicious. It's very boozy, chocolatey. This is such a delicious gourmand. This is one I always want to have in my collection. Again, this is Dulce Diablo by Narcotica. I also had to include a vanilla scent in my top 10, and it's Note Vanille by M. Micallef. This has become my favorite vanilla fragrance. This is citrusy, it has vanilla, there's rum. It's a warm, cozy, boozy vanilla on a sandalwood base. The sandalwood just makes this really creamy. The rum and cognac notes really ground this composition and prevent it from becoming too cloyingly sweet. This is so cozy and comforting. I love wearing this on cold days. Another beautiful fragrance that I never want to be without, Vanille by Mademoiselle. This next one will probably come as no surprise because this has made my list over the years, and this is Delina Exclusif by Perfumes For Life. This is such a gorgeous lychee and rose fragrance. It has a heavy dose of vanilla. This is a bit tart and it's very sweet. It's a sugared candied rose and it's milky. It's very feminine. I crave this one quite often. It's such a beautiful and romantic fragrance. Again, Delina Exclusif by Perfumes For Life. This next fragrance I have has been replicated. There are hundreds of thousands of versions of it out there, many dupes. And this is the infamous Baccarat Rouge 540 by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. This one is quite polarizing. This has a heavy dose of ambroxan, which some people are nosmic to. I can smell this all the way. I put this on and it's on me all day long. I can smell it all day long. People smell it on me. I've gotten so many compliments. Many of these have gotten me compliments. Delina Exclusif is one of them. People always ask me what I'm wearing when I'm out wearing that fragrance. I remember the first time I smelled this at the store, I thought how different this smelled from anything else. And it actually did. None of my friends in real life wear this. I've only smelled this on people around me a few times. When I wear this, I can't say that I smell like everyone else because everyone else just doesn't wear this fragrance, at least not around me. I know that here on YouTube, it's really hyped up. This is saffron, which is a note that I love. There's jasmine, ambergris, there's fir resin and cedar. The resin is very strong and that's what gives it that burnt type of scent. It smells like burnt caramel, burnt sugar. I love the scent and I never want to be without Baccarat Rouge 540. This is an obsession of mine and I think I'll be done soon. I will repurchase this one. This is one that I need in my collection all the time. Again, this is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. The next fragrance I'm going to talk about is a newer one to my collection, and this is Uniq'e 5 by Bob. This fragrance has quickly become my signature scent. I now have a signature scent and it's Uniq'e 5. This fragrance hits all the right spots for me. This fragrance speaks to me, I vibe with it, and this is what I want to smell like. This is truly me. I know that I have a decent sized collection and you might wonder, like, how do you have a signature scent? This is that scent where if I want to be remembered, this is the scent I want to be associated with me. Any of these could easily be my signature scent, but this is the one, this is one I have been reaching for so much. I mean, I put a huge dent in this one and I haven't had it for that long. This has notes of rum, there's lily of the valley, there's honey, plum, amber, caramel, there's vanilla and patchouli. The patchouli is prominent in here. It's not as prominent as in Coco Mademoiselle. It's a little bit more toned down. Despite all of those sweet notes, this fragrance doesn't fully go gourmand and it doesn't get very sweet. The rum note really grounds this fragrance. So you get this boozy honey and rum and caramel, which I do detect, but it's very slight. And I get that patchouli. The patchouli elevates this fragrance and this smells expensive. It's very modern and chic. I adore this fragrance and I want this one in my collection always. My new signature scent, Uniq'e 5 by Bob. That completes my video for today. Please let me know down in the comments below, what are some of your fragrances for life? What do you all think of my list? Thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you back here soon. Take care.